Relatives of two Americans who are imprisoned in Russia were at the White House on Friday. The families of Paul Whelan, held on what the U.S. says are false espionage charges, and WNBA star Brittney Griner met with President Biden. Griner was arrested in February for possession of cannabis oil. The administration says it has offered a prisoner swap for the two Americans, but so far there has been little progress. Christina Ruffini is at the White House with the latest. Christina, good morning.
Good morning, Dana. There were no cameras, but this was the first meeting for the family of Paul Whelan and the president. Now, Paul has been detained in Russia for almost 4 years. In a statement after the meetings, the White House said the conditions of these Americans being detained is intolerable, and that the president told these families when it comes to their loved ones, every minute they're being held is a minute too long.
No crimes ever occurred.
While the two Americans endure another day in diplomatic limbo,
we want these two individuals home, back where they belong with their families. They should be there already.
The Biden administration says it's doing what it can to negotiate the release of basketball star Brittney Griner and former Marine Paul Whelan from Russian prisons. Sources tell CBS News that includes offering a prisoner swap for a notorious Russian arms dealer, Viktor Bout, currently in U.S. custody.
We have made a serious offer to get Brittney Griner and Paul Whelan back home. The Russians have not responded to that offer, but that doesn't mean that we're not still in negotiations and we're not still trying.
A third American, Trevor Reed, was released in a prisoner swap in April after nearly 1,000 days in Russian prisons.
The detention facility where Brittney Griner is being held is probably going to be significantly better than the forced labor camp where Paul is currently being held.
Earlier this week on CBS Mornings, he shared a message for Whelan and Griner.
The highest levels of the U.S. government are attempting to get you out, so keep the faith.
Secretary of State Anthony Blinken said yesterday bringing wrongly detained Americans home in Russia or anywhere around the world is a top priority.
Just because we don't say something or you don't see something doesn't mean it's not happening. So we are working on it.
Also complicating matters, the U.S. doesn't currently have an ambassador to Russia. The man who was there, long-serving diplomat who was actually a holdover from the Trump administration, had to come back due to the sudden death of his wife. So whoever the U.S. administration chooses as their next candidate, they have to submit those credentials to the government in Moscow. And as you might imagine, Michelle, bureaucratic delays are likely to ensue.
Wow, Christina, thank you.